Brand new buildings, brand new lava farms, and a super fast andesite farm that will generate all of the andesite blocks I could ever need for free. How can I create andesite blocks from practically nothing? In the last episode, I built a tunnel bore automatic sugarcane farm and connected all of my farms to a single storage controller. And today's project is so big that it will yet again completely deplete my iron reserves and take hours of hard work to get this working perfectly. Let's create. As I'm sure most of you are aware, most of the stuff in the Create mod requires andesite, and I have very little of it. In fact, I've got just a few stacks left, and that's from what I've dug out under the world. And this is a problem. You see, quite a few updates ago in Minecraft, andesite, granite, and diorite could be found littered through cave systems underground, but this mod pack has removed all of that, which means it's very difficult to get my hands on. I even took my tunnel bore on a couple of extra mining trips outside of the video, including up here in the mountains, where the hummingbirds live, and I mined all of the way through this mountain out to the other side. And whilst I did get a reasonable amount of iron and coal from that, I got absolutely no andesite. Geez, that was a long way to go just for a short clip. A couple of other things I did outside the video was to add in the smaller storage drawers, and as well as that, I've added in a whole bunch of storage upgrades all the way up to emerald tier so that I can store tons and tons of stuff, particularly spruce wood, because we've got millions of it. And I also fixed this area down here. If you remember at the end of the last episode, we had a chute going up off the conveyor belt and another one pulling it into that. But the problem was every time I logged in, an item would get stuck on the bottom chute, and that meant that all of the other items would spit off the end of the conveyor and just go back down this hole, which wasn't ideal. So I've added in an encased fan with a speed controller and some chutes to blow the items up there instead, so now nothing's going to get lost. But that doesn't really help me with my andesite problem now, does it? Jeez. What is going to help me with my andesite, however, is compacting. You see, I can use a press and a basin, some lava, flint, and gravel, and create my very own andesite. But I'm not really sure how that works, so we're going to have to figure that out and then build a big old building to do that. So let's grab a bunch of gravel and a little bit of flint that I've got left, a couple of buckets of water. He said lava! I know, but I need the water for other things. Grab a couple of buckets of lava, and if we come over to this press that's above this basin, and I guess we just shove in some gravel, shove in some flint, and shove in a lava bucket, that's just made blocks of flint. That's not ideal. That's not what I wanted. Do I pour the lava in there? I do. I pour the lava in there, then I throw in the gravel, then I throw in the flint. There we go. That's making andesite, and you get 1 for 2 pieces of flint and 1 piece of gravel. Oh, geez, this is going to be expensive. So basically, I'm going to need a system somewhere around here that not only has a lava farm in it, but also has a way of storing that lava, putting it inside a basin, generating gravel and flint, and then putting it all together automatically to create andesite. How hard could it be? So the first thing we're going to need is a nature's compass. And hopefully the nature's compass is going to take us to some dripstone caves. Just before I do that though, there's an andesite crags biome. How far away is that? -2733 by 293. Come on, Speedy Horse. We are going on an adventure. Speaking of Speedy Horse, you guys have given me some names. Now I've got 3 horses, but only 2 name tags. So we're only going to be able to name the alive horses. We'll have to save the unalive horse till later. And this horse is going to be called Granville, thanks to Mitt's Cats. And this horse is going to be called Indy, thanks to Bitter0592. Cheers for the names, guys. Right, horse. No, where you go? Why are you going upstairs? We're going on a journey. So Granville and I set off on what wouldn't just be an epic journey together, but would also be the adventure that would bring us closer than any man had ever been to his super speedy horse companion. Together, as the best of friends, we would travel over mountains, across continents, discovering strange new biomes, interesting animals and things that no Minecrafter has ever seen before. Like snow Why did you kill Granville? Well, you suck. So Indy and I set off on what wouldn't just be an epic journey together, but would also be the adventure that would bring us closer than any man has ever been to his super speedy horse companion. Together as the best of friends, we would travel around mountains, across continents, discovering strange new biomes, interesting animals and things that no Minecrafter has ever seen before. Ooh, melons. I haven't got any melons. And here we are, apparently. This is the Andesite Crags, according to the game. It says windswept forest on there. Andesite Crags, literally like this spot. Subtropical forest, windswept forest, Andesite Crags. This one, like 1 block. Great. Well, is there any andesite in the Andesite Crags? Well, it would seem that the answer is no. So I think we're going to have to give up on this idea. We need some dripstone, and we've got a whole bunch of different options that we could go to. Lush fungus, lush dripstone, lichenous dripstone, fungus dripstone, or just dripstone caves. Let's see what we've got. That is 2,800 blocks away from here. Let's put it on the mini-map. Oh, geez, it's even further away from our base. What got even more journey ahead of us, my loyal, trusty steed that's not been eaten by snow leopards? Oh, Jesus, elephants. Let's not upset the elephants. Pickles, no! Emus! Horse, don't get lost. I have an emu to pester. Can I ride you? No. I can pick you up, though. I got an advancement for picking up. Can I put the emu on an elephant? I can! Amazing! Can I pick an elephant up? No, I can't pick an elephant up. Okay. That's enough horsing around, Indy. Oh, kangaroos. Wait a minute, Indy. Can I pick kangaroos up? No, I can't pick kangaroos up either. Okay. Oh, rhinoceroses. They won't cause a problem, I'm sure. Take a reasonably wide berth around those. What a beautiful looking village this is. Look, a baobab tree. The biomes that Mojang forgot. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's got pillagers around it. This is part of the pillager invasion. That means it's probably full of good stuff, but I don't want to die and I don't want my horse to die. Oh, look at these flowers. Wow. Tulip stack. I have finally arrived at the destination of where it said, but is it going to be rich with dripstone? Wow, there really isn't much of it, but there's enough to get us started. And that's it. All that way for less than 4 stacks. Jeez. Well, I guess it's time to go home. Oh, good. It's only 4,500 blocks. We'll be there in no time. We've got a problem. My horse is freezing. I'm freezing. No, get out of the powdered snow, horse. Come on. Whoa, that was close. Maybe we can go over this bit. Maybe this bit's not so dangerous. Oh no, this bit's dangerous as well. Oh no, it's so deep here. Don't freeze, horse. Don't freeze. We get in this bit of hill. Oh, jeez. There you go. This is a problem. We'll dig our way out. Don't you worry, my trusty steed. Well, that was eventful. So a lava farm then. Well, we've all seen those, haven't we? Dripstone, lava, cauldrons, that sort of thing. So there will be a bit of create involved. We just need somewhere to think about where we're going to put all this. And I want to have a big factory over in this area, which is going to be doing as iron farms and gold farms eventually. So I don't want to take up too much room. But before I get carried away with that, I do want to try and get unbreaking and mending on my armor and a little bit of efficiency unbreaking and mending on this shovel. You see, now we've got an absolute ton of sugarcane. I can make an absolute ton of paper. And with that, a bunch of wheat, a bunch of potatoes, and a bunch of carrots, we should hopefully be able to do a decent amount of trading with these guys. And there we go. Everybody is fully traded with everything I've got to trade with them, which means I've got a whole bunch of emeralds now. Amazing. I've got all the books I need now, and hopefully enough levels to actually put all of these things on my stuff. But believe it or not, that used nearly all of my sugarcane. We are thoroughly unbreaking 3 and mended up. And we got a nice shovel as well. The only thing I'm lacking is a decent axe. But I guess we'll have to wait for the villagers to restock before I can get that. And there we go, a nice new building ready for a lava farm. I don't think that's too shabby. It fits in with everything else. And I think it is the tallest building I've made so far.
These are small, but the ones out there are far away. Small, far away. Forget it.
So down here in the bottom of the house is where the lava tanks are going to be, and up this janky little staircase here, which I'm trying to keep as small as possible, is where the lava farm is going to be. It's going to be in here with copper pipes all underneath it, sucking out the lava and putting it into the copper tanks. And none of that exists yet. And that's me completely out of iron again, pretty much. Just making 12 cauldrons. Jeez, I don't know I'm going to do this without any iron. But to give you an idea of what this is going to look like, all of these pipes are basically just going to fill up pretty much the entire room, and they're all going to to have cauldrons on top, and they should link to the pipes, which they do seem to do, which is absolutely fantastic, although I've run out of cauldrons already, and I don't have enough iron to craft up any more buckets to actually go and get loads of lava, so this is going to be a very slow process. But to hold the lava in place, I'm going to be using these frame trapdoors, which is hopefully going to be okay because I think I've got fire spread turned off. And then I'm just going to use these deep slate bricks around these on these just to make it look a little bit burnt and sort of charred, as if it's been, well, you know, close to the lava. So now I'm going to go off and get 2 buckets at a time worth of lava from the depths of the mines, and eventually I'll have enough to fill up all of that dripstone. This shouldn't take long at all.
One eternity later.
And here's the last ones there and there. Right, that's all got lava in, finally. So hopefully before too long, all of these cauldrons will start filling up with lava and we can actually start getting this thing going. But while I'm waiting for that, I might as well start building all of the tanks and things. So we've got the pipe coming from the ceiling there. We're going to need a pump and lots of tank, which is barrels and copper sheets. Oh, great. There's 64 barrels. Grab a bunch of copper, and then spend a small eternity waiting over here at our press for it all to get turned into sheet. Let's speed this up a bit, shall we? Let's remove that. And remove that, put that there instead and put more on there. So I've managed to craft up 128 of these fluid tanks, and that might seem a bit overkill, and it is, but I want this to be overkill because why not? And I'm going to put these tanks in here in big old blocks of 3 like this, pretty much up to the ceiling, but not quite. I'm going to have another one here, and I know I could join it all together and just have one massive one, but I want 2, just like that. We're going to have the pump there like that, facing into that, and we're going to have pipes coming off that into each of those like that. So this pump is going to feed both of those tanks, and then I'm going to bring this pipe down here around the back like that, and then down here and into there. So now all I need is power for this pump, and ideally some lava, which it looks like we are generating plenty, which is good news. Now for now I am going to stick with the boring old water wheel for this, but at some point in time, particularly for the next project when we're doing iron and gold and stuff, I'm going to be using steam engines, which I can't wait to get moving with, but they require a whole bunch more work and lots of resources, so we're just going to use water wheels for now on this one and get to those later. And I guess we can make this building almost look like it's got a water wheel attached, bring some water down this hill from somewhere and do that. Maybe it can be like a little spring coming out of the hill over here. Steal a bit of water from this pond over here. Lovely little spring coming from down there. And for now, we'll just keep this relatively simple. We'll just trail it off underneath the ground there and we'll worry about that later on. There we go. It's not too awful. I've seen worse. Jeez, leave me alone. And we're off to the races. Yes, lava is coming through. Turn the speed right up. No, we didn't like that. It's too fast. Let's turn the speed right down. There we go. And look how much lava we've got. We got 6B. I'm pretty sure the B stands for buckets. So now that we've got a bunch more lava, that means I can extend the whole thing. Although I still haven't got any more cauldrons, but I might as well make this thing as big as it's going to be and then worry about the cauldrons later on. Now, silly old me thought I might just be able to click on these things with buckets and get the lava out, but that's not how it works, of course. I believe I need a spout, which is copper casing and a bit of dried kelp. However, maybe not. I might be able to be sneaky here and just direct that lava into the side of this cauldron here, or this basin. Is it going in? It is. Oh, I can just pick it straight off of a bucket out of here. And now, if I actually link this tank to that, that should start pulling the lava straight through there, out of that, and then I can grab it from here. Wonderful. Oh, that's nice and easy. This isn't dangerous at all. What could possibly go wrong? Well, okay, let's be a little bit smarter about this. Let's take that off there, grab that bucket of lava there, and then dig a bit of a hole in the wall there, stick some pipe up there, and reconnect that pipe there. So if I put it there, it works. And there we go. The last bucket of lava is in. This is wonderful news. It's totally finished, apart from the fact that I don't have enough cauldrons and I don't have enough pointed dripstone. And now I put this dripstone on the floor, hoping that I would get some pointed dripstone to actually grow, but it won't work like that because it's got to have water above it. But good news, I made a pointed dripstone farm downstairs, and it's grown 2 pieces. Great. So now we can start working on how we're going to get gravel and flint. So the easiest way to get gravel is probably not the grindstone. It's probably actually with millstones, and that will turn it into gravel. And then I can actually just wash that gravel, and that will give me flint and a little bit of iron as well. Or I can millstone down gravel and just get flint. Washing it only has a 25% chance of flint, but if you grind it down, you're always guaranteed to get flint. Likewise, if I put tuff through a milling machine, I get gold, copper, zinc, iron, and a little bit of flint as well. But again, it's very low chances for all of them. And grinding down gravel only gives you a 10% chance of flint. So milling machines are the way to go. Now, realistically, you'd probably want to do this with a cobblestone generator to have it last a long time and to work, you know, forever. But I have 24,000 cobblestone just sitting there doing nothing, and I have plans for a big old cobblestone generator in another video for that iron farm. So for now, I think I'm just going to get myself another storage drawer, stick an emerald upgrade in there, and then basically just transfer as much of this cobblestone into that as possible. There's got to be a quicker way of doing this. Why don't you just take that one out of the wall and put the other one in? That would make a lot more sense, wouldn't it? I'll have that, please. You can have that one back. There we go. Brilliant. It'd be nice to have fast travel between all of these buildings, because I do find myself going backwards and forwards an awful lot. And this is exactly why normally I just build a massive underground interconnected base, so I don't have to just keep going all over the place all of the time just to get a few bits and bobs. So the basins are all going to be there. That's going to be the end of the line. It's going to drop down that hole using these amazing brass funnels, which are all going to be set with filters to just spit out andesite. And that's going to be collected down here somewhere in some sort of storage system. Easy. So each one of these is going to need a press above it. If we get these facing the right direction, we can link them all together with the same shaft. Now, somehow we've got to get gravel and flint and lava into these basins, which is going to be a little bit tricky. Unless I smash them all to bits again and bring them off the wall slightly. This is a work in progress, peeps. I haven't planned it out. I'm just making it up as I go along. Okay, assuming I've done all my connections the right way round, and I probably haven't, then this should be the setup that we're going to be having. Let me explain. So, round the corner here, we've got our cobblestone. I'm going to put a funnel on that, but not yet because I don't want it spilling all out everywhere. And that's going to run along here, and it's going to get picked up by these. And they're going to go into these millstones here. So this belt will come this way, that one's going to go that way. It's also going to send power up into that, and because they've all got cogs on, they're all going to spin. And it's then going to go into this brass tunnel, which will split. So we'll get gravel going out onto this conveyor here, down the back here, straight onto that conveyor. And we'll also get gravel going onto this conveyor here, which will get picked up by these three millstones, which don't have any power yet, actually. I didn't think about that. That gravel will turn into flint, which will get spat out of these. So that should mean we've got gravel and flint traveling down this conveyor onto this one, which will then hopefully all get picked up by these, which need spinning round into the other direction, and into these basins, which do have power, but this doesn't. None of these have got power. So if I steal the power off that, and then I can twist that round and put it up there, and that should power those. All I got to do is get power to this entire system, and enough power that it can actually power all of these crazy things going on. And this piddly little water wheel ain't going to cut it. So somehow or other, I need to get some secret power in here that nobody knows about. Shh, don't tell anyone about the secret power. You know what? I've got all this wool now, and what is 30... I've got spruce. Oh man, I've too much spruce. I think I might have to change the trees in that tree farm because this is a bit ridiculous. 48,000 spruce. Yeah, I don't think I need spruce anymore. Now, I'm not going to undo the little like split up area that I've got for the spruce to make it grow. I'm just going to leave the oak like it is, but I do need to change all the filters on all of those things, which is going to be difficult while it's moving. So now I need to get it to stop. Right. Anyway, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, we've got all of this spruce and an absolute ton of wool now. Now there's wind power in this game, and I haven't done anything with that yet. And I thought this would be a good opportunity to do it. Not that this build really lends itself to being a windmill, but we could have a temporary one outside. I just need a windmill bearing and then a whole bunch of sails. And from what I understand, windmills are relatively simple little beasts. You should be able to just pop one down like that, stick a block in the middle, and then just stick a load of sails on it. And I believe if I just right click it, that should all turn. There we go. And just like that, we have wind power. A mild breeze advancement. That was easy. Don't even need any glue. So now I can make these a bunch bigger, I think. Many. And there we go. That's going loads faster. Now, it looks ugly. It's really ugly. Like, totally gross. But it's free power. All I got to do is get it connected into there. Now, how could that be? Secret power. Oh, dear. Secret power. Not a secret, it's a windmill. No, it's secret power, mate. Secret power. No one would ever know. Then all we need is a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then I'll fall down there. Oh, now everything's going, and it hasn't broken. It's not overstressed, which is good news. So every single thing is facing in the right direction. How much speed can we get out of this windmill? Not that many. 98? 99? No, not 90. It's just 98. 98 speeds. Right, we need to test it before we do anything. So let's grab a stack of that. Chuck it on there. There we go. That's gone in straight in there. It's already coming through. Yeah, 60 cobblestone. We got anything going in any of those? We've got flint and things going in here. There we go. Look, flint and gravel in there. I didn't even see it come through. Flint and gravel. It's working! We've got to just pump lava from these into there. How hard could it be? Probably should have a whole new pump. Pipe and a cog. Smoke and a pancake. Pipe and a grip. Sugar and a waffle.
Well, then there is no pleasing you.
So here we go. We now have a system that should be spitting andesite all over the floor downstairs. It is! There's andesite down there. It's working. I can't believe it's working. So now I just need to collect it. Fantastic. Okay, I've got a few stoppers in place now to stop the stuff shooting off the edge because this thing is getting very full very quickly because it's not getting enough flint. Oh, that's not going to work. Yeah, we need 3 times as much coming this way as we have going that way. Huh. That's a problem. Well, things are getting a little bit complicated, so I needed to take a step back. So I took a copy of this world, opened it up in Creative, and I have completely optimized the system so it takes up very little room and works very, very well. We've gone down from having 5 basins to just 1 because this works perfectly well, and we've reduced the number of milling machines we've got because we don't need those as well. So we've got a box worth of cobblestone. This is getting blown using an encased fan up a chute onto this conveyor. The funnels underneath this conveyor then transfer those into these millstones. Those grind it down into gravel. This one drops straight on the conveyor, and these 2 turn it into flint. So we get 2 pieces of flint and 1 piece of gravel, which is exactly what 1 basin needs with a bucket of lava to turn it into andesite. So the quantities are a lot more exact now. We've got our pipe running up through here as we did before, feeding in the lava, and then underneath that, all we've got is a chute coming down into this chest here, and you can see this keeps filling up with andesite 1 every couple of seconds, which over time is going to fill up very quickly. So that means I can do this entire thing with a whole bunch less resources and a whole bunch less space, but now I've got to build it in survival. Oh geez. Amazing. Now, can we speed it up or is it at capacity? Oh, it accepts 96, 128. It accepts 128. Wow, look at that go. 160? No. 150? Yes. 151? No. 150 is the maximum it can go, but that means we are literally going to be spitting andesite out here all day long. Look how fast it's coming through. That is ticking through nice and quickly. We're going to be out of lava in no time. So that means I desperately need to extend this lava farm and get this going, which means I need a whole bunch more iron. It is, however, occasionally making blocks of flint, which could end up clogging the system up. So that means I need to put a filter on there instead of that andesite to allow those to go through. Well, that means we're going to get blocks of flint sat on there doing nothing, which is fine because they will despawn, but I might as well save them. It means I can take those upgrades out of there, put them in there, take all of that andesite out of there, put it in there, stick on that quantify key again, and then give it more upgrades. Why not? For now though, because that's a long way off, I'm just going to slow this thing right down because there's absolutely no point in producing this stuff faster than I can accumulate lava. Jeez. For now though, before we do anything else at all, let's get this windmill Oh, well that's convenient.